So I'm wondering, Roxy, what do you think? Huh? What do you think? Yeah. I was surprised in the last reading that Swift got hurt by the elk. Although I know from experience that deer and antelope and elk do a mighty attack with their hooves, and I suppose since there was only one wolf, the elk thought he had a fighting chance, which he certainly took. So I wonder, what are your biggest questions right now? I'm wondering, how can Swift get better? But yet I know the book goes on and on, so we'll find that out, won't we? But definitely a book with lots of adventure. Ooh. So here we go with reading 10. By sunrise, the pale wolves had not come. Maybe the stranger wolf that visited me was alone too. Maybe she is just as afraid. How could she know that I would never hurt a lone wolf who would come to me in peace? Not when my own sisters might be out there somewhere, just as alone and just as frightened. I lift my head to look for her, but I am alone in a vast, flat lake of grass. The red has stopped running from my cut on my chest, and in place of the open slit is a long brown patch as rough as tree bark. It stuck to my skin, and no amount of licking would remove it. Thirst is making me whimper like a pup, but the instinct to hold still has me in a powerful grip. I lick the dew from the grass in the circle that I can reach without standing up. The paw that felt nothing before now feels everything. Every little breeze that stirs my fur burns like crackling fire. I lie still. The prairie is empty around me. Even the vulture has left. Look at the cool illustration. There he is, just lying there. In his place, packs of little birds visit me. They are small and grass-colored. They flit and sing, hopping from stalk to stalk, to blade to blade of grass, eating seeds and ants, and watching the sky for hawks. When no one comes, they scatter like smoke in the wind. I said that wrong. When one comes, they scatter like smoke in the wind. All day I watch them, learning their voices, their smells, and the way they run through the sky. Some are all flap. Others flap and then hold, making one long swoop after another. My favorite is the green-backed hovering bird, the smallest of them all. A flash of purple shimmers at her throat. Must be a hummingbird. She has no pack, no muscle, no meat in her at all, but her flying puts every other bird to shame. The eagle, for all of his power, is not so nimble. I watch her hover and dive until the wisps of clouds turn pink and gold. By night the fire has gone from my foot, but hunger takes its place as chief among my pains. I eat grass. In the morning, my instinct to lie still is gone, but I have no strength to stand. If my pack were here, they would bring me meat. I draw in air as much as my body can hold and call for their help. A howl comes deep inside of me. The high and low sounds roll up from my chest and out onto the wind. I turn my ears to every direction, straining to hear an answer. No one howls back, and the day goes on. One vulture and then another circles above me. A fat beetle scurries by, and I lick it from the ground. It's not so bad. I have seen bears in a boulder field turning over rocks and eating the moths that live underneath. I creep forward and roll a small rock over. Nothing. And nothing under the next rock, and the next one I try has a bug. I eat it, and I'm still hungry. I slap a butterfly out of the air with my paw. I eat it, and I'm still hungry. Another vulture circles in the sky. All creatures eat, and all are eaten in the end. But I'm not ready to be eaten, not today. I want my pack, my own pack. I want to run, to hunt, to live. I tell the vultures so as plainly as I can, but they keep circling above me, waiting. I cannot run, I can barely walk, but I can creep, and my nose tells me there are mice nearby. I take a step toward the smell and rest, and take another step and rest. The sun is lower in the sky, and the green hovering bird comes again to dance around my head. I turn back to my work at hand. What I thought was a pile of stones in front of me uncoils and slithers away. Mother warned me about snakes. They are sharp-toothed and do not like to be stepped on. But are they food? Father would be ashamed of me for thinking so, but today anything that moves is food. I crouch and prepare to stalk it and wonder how fast it can go. It makes a slow loop across the grass, and then like lightning it strikes, and with a wild squeak an orange-brown vole disappears down its throat. And then the snake goes still, the vole inching down the snake's inside in a large speckled lump. I kill the snake and gulp it down, vole and all. And then I snarl at the vultures in the sky. I will not die, I growl. Not today. And so that is the end of reading number 10. The next chapter, which we'll read next time, is called Raven. So dive into your Google Doc and record a really good summary along with your questions, predictions, feelings, and thoughts. See you next time.